Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I am very excited to be with you, each and every one of you this evening, sitting in Sacred Circle. And let's give it a few moments to let everyone come in. And let me know if you can hear me okay. Let's do a sound check, please. Just if how everything is going, give me a little sound check. Check. Oh, wow. Hello, Julia. Hello, Chris. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Teresa. Yeah. Okay, good. Can hear me loud and clear. Thank you so much, Julia. And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking for a sound check, because it's always good to have that kind of feedback. I am trying a brand new program for streaming, and I'm really excited about it. So, you just want to make sure everything is all go and everything is working. And also, another surprise is that I'm not only streaming live on Facebook page, the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page. I'm also streaming live on the YouTube, Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel as well. So hello, Malele, who's listening and watching, I should say, on the YouTube channel as well. So thank you so much. And yeah, so this is awesome. I'm glad that it is working. So just a way to expand and get not just my show, but all the Goldylocks production shows out as well. So this is pretty neat. So live on the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page and the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. So if anyone ever has any issues, you will know with one of those two, you have a backup, right? So just keep that in mind, jot that down. And so, yeah, it's really exciting. Yay! So I wasn't sure if I was going to be on live this evening, just after a really busy day. That this whole weekend's been crazy. And it's my husband had a hockey tournament. Not that I was there with him, but it was 2 full days of a tournament, and I kept trying to make time to go watch him, but I just was just so busy, and it's things that we normally tag team and take care of with our home over the weekend. That's okay. I didn't mind. I had a heads up, so I didn't mind doing that, the house stuff, and then of course, always working too. So it's just it's life, but it's okay. We're having fun. So I just wanted to again welcome everyone to this sacred circle, and know that everyone that watches this show, whether it's live or in archives, that you are sitting in sacred circle with a lot of powerful healers, and not just the healers. And healers is very, we're just some very powerful light beings that you are sitting in sacred circle with. And we're all giving and receiving healings and just whatever energies that is needed. You are in a safe, secure place. And again, if you're watching this in the archives, it doesn't matter. A place has already been reserved for you, because the universe, spirit knows, right? Anyway. Okay, so and just welcome everyone, even the ones that's going to sit there and come in and kind of make a little bit of jokes, that's fine. All right. So Mike, what does your third eye see? What does your third eye see? What is the third eye? That's funny. My third eye sees all of you. So again, this is for the serious people only, as far as what you take serious. And so anyway, just know that those that are sitting here in sacred circle with everyone else, we are here for spiritual growth and development. So anyway, again, welcome everyone. And just wanted to let you know, those that maybe are new, you can check out my website at whitesagewoman.com. And I'm saying sage, S-A-G-E, whitesagewoman.com. And I did a lot of updating on the website too. So you'll be able to just see a little bit more of what I do. I realized that some people weren't seeing some of my daily videos that I may do, like the messages for the day, which I'm going to get better at and make sure I do it, if not every day, at least every other day or a couple times a week. But they're on there now on my website. I created a new page called videos that you can get on there and watch. That's all the Goldylocks Temple of Healing. That's all my videos. My show videos are still under the, I do believe it's podcast, radio, and TV show page, where you can still see all my shows like this, Spiritual Insight. So it's check it out. I did update as well. I do believe it's recommended products, but it's recommended products and services. So be sure to check that. I recognize some of the mentions there. I'm going to get back into as well doing book reviews, because so much great information that's out there. So the spiritual book reviews, maybe even some history. So it's all good. So anyway, oh, thank you all so much. And just that's fine. Just our sacred circle knows, stay focused. All they're doing is bumping up the comments, which really helps. So that's cool. Whatever. When you ignore them long enough, they go away. All right, especially when we go into the meditation. All right, then there is going to be a meditation, so in a little bit here. So if those who'd like to prepare, grab your crystals, and you want to, I like to let everyone know ahead of time so we can do some preparing while we chit chat for a few more minutes. All right. And so it was a very, very powerful meditation or journey, if you will say, though, we're going to do this. And it's more and more, you'll find that on the Spiritual Insight shows that we are doing a little bit more work together as far as it's meditation or sending out healing and light in all directions. So we're just going to keep working with that. And more and more you'll find, and it's just so powerful, so hard to put in words sometimes. But this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and this morning, it was Friday morning, Saturday last night, and then this morning I sat in with some very powerful meditations too. It was like a global. It was the internet, but global, global online meditation. The whole, I call it ET Woodstock, I think is what it was called, Woodstock ET. It was kind of just and don't rush Area 51. Just come here. We'll have a meditation with, whether you want to call them ETs or ascended masters or the ascended light beings. They're all the same thing, no matter what you call them. And a lot of us communicate with them and probably don't even realize who we're communicating with, because there's a fine line between the angel realm and these light beings, ascended light beings, very high vibrational beings. And so a lot of you, though, I do believe we are, as we are talking and sharing, we're starting to understand and realize the difference between the two. So anyway, oh yeah. So we're I'm going to share, as I was in the meditation this morning, it was, oh wow, this is great. After we're done here, then it was kind of like the outline for this show. formatted and came into play. And so it was like, all right, that's great. This is what we're going to talk about. And had that not happened, I remember I told you last week I wasn't sure I was going to be on just because of the hectic week, but it didn't matter. I'm here and we're all here together. So it was very much needed. All right. So whether we've got some more things coming up from now, like I said, to the end of the year, still some more things, whether it's weather or nature, they call nature disasters. It's just nature is ascending. What does that look like, right? As we purge, nature purges, or I should actually say as nature is ascending and purging, because we're all ascending together. And so we're all releasing and detoxing. So I decided to pull a card first for everyone. And this is from the Dragon deck. A lot of dragon work lately too. From Diana Cooper. I know a lot of us in the Sacred Circle, it's our favorite. Yay! Dragon Oracles. Yay! The Dragon Oracle cards from Diana Cooper. And so I pulled a message for all of us, and it is the Golden Orange Dragon, and it's expand your light for ascension. So perfect for what we are doing and what we are being this evening. All right. So be a peaceful warrior, help those in need, and remember your magnificence. I know a lot of you already have this deck, so if you want to see the true beauty of it, it's the Golden Orange Dragon. And interestingly, orange is the color of Metatron, Archangel Metatron, very powerful. I feel we're doing a lot of work with Metatron lately. All of us sitting in the Sacred Circle. I don't know if you all are feeling that. Let's validate that a little bit and see if that's what's happening. So, it's, and something interesting too that I had realized just recently is that I normally hear all my guides, whether on the angelic committee, whether it's angels, guides, ascended beings, in my left ear. I've always, whether it's a tone or whether it's a feeling, you feel them, it's always been, to the left. Well, I've been having the ringing in the ear, and then a different, it's kind of like when you hear like air being sucked out of a, kind of like that vacuum, with the air, the pressure in my right ear. And so I asked, okay, so what's going on with this? Is there something physically going on? Do I need to get my hearing checked? Do I need to get my ears checked? No, everything's fine. It's Metatron. Archangel Metatron come in on your right, comes in on my right, and I've asked other people about it, and they're like, yeah, on the right-hand side. So if you notice just the ringing sensation or thing in your right ear too, most likely is Metatron, Archangel Metatron. Okay, so it's Metatron actually is an orange-white color, so very, very high vibrational. It's orange and or white. So anyway, and that's with the 12 chakras. So the 12 chakra system, because we can't take our 7 chakras to the upper vibrations. The 7 chakras are very third dimensional, or for the third density, so to speak. And we need the 12 chakras activated and in alignment and in harmony for the ascension process to go smoothly for the higher and upper vibrations. So, all right. Now, it feels good. Majority of us. Yay. Okay. Sitting. So, all right. So it's pretty interesting. I'm really glad I like this new program, and that I'm streaming live in a couple places. So that's awesome. So I have to check every once in a while back and forth the comments between here and the Goldylocks Productions YouTube. So yay. All right. It is a beautiful card, isn't it, Sarah? Yes. Thank you. And I know that Sarah has that deck as well. But again, welcome everyone. I know we're 15 minutes into, and I just want to, our Sacred Circle we have a heart-to-heart connection, leaving everything that's low vibrational and just focusing on the high vibrational energies. Say that. So, and talk about the dragon cards. It was really interesting. It came to me too, is I find that I do a lot of, whether it's writing or journaling, between the hours of 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now, did you know that's the dragon hours, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.? What are you talking about, Tiffany? Dragon hours. Well, in the Chinese zodiac, or the horoscopes, of course, there's the 12 animals, right? And you can just Google a chart for the Chinese zodiac and find out what yours is, what your sign is. I'm actually a fire horse, all right? But for some, but I love the dragon energy. And 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. is very 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., those 2 hours, is very, very powerful. And each zodiac sign gets 2 hours on a 24-hour clock. All right. So normally, if as a horse, my 2-hour slot is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., which makes sense because that's when I really get to work. But I find that my spirit work, all of my journaling, my morning rituals is before 9, is really between 7 and 9 a.m. during the dragon hours. So what also came to me was that if you're trying to connect with your dragon, it's a very powerful time to connect with your dragon during the dragon hours, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. All right. No matter what time zone you're in, doesn't matter. 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. That's when you do that and do that kind of dragon work. And you also know that I am into feng shui as well. And if you have any dragon statues, there is a activate your dragon. Take a black, you're supposed to take Chinese ink, in a fountain pen and dot the eyes on the dragon, with it's a statue, right? Or a little figurine, and that activates. It's very powerful symbol and very powerful energy for your home or your office. And so, but you can also use a black Sharpie, will be just fine. And so, it's like, oh, that's really interesting. That I remember going over through some of my feng shui notes about dragons and the dragon power hours from 7 to 9 a.m. And it was like, oh, remember, dot your dragon statues with the Sharpies, dot the eyes, activate it, pretty much like waking up your dragon energy. So that's pretty cool too. Just a little caution, if you have dragon statues, please do not put them in the south sector of your home or your office, because most people make that fire, dragon is a fire element and put it, well, it's fire and fire. It's too much. And there are dragons that represent all the elements. All right. But dragons really love water, and they're more abundant and beneficial for you if you put them near the water. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see. There's a comment here on YouTube. I have upgraded that only filters those who honestly want and will benefit my help can hear, right? For those who take it for granted. Well, absolutely. We just do our work. Just be who we are, do what we're here and supposed to be doing, and let everything else fall aside. There's going to be people who agree and disagree, and it doesn't matter. I'm not letting anything shake me off my foundation. I have a very strong foundation, and I know many of you in the Sacred Circle do as well. So it's moving on. All right. So I wanted to share that with you. I thought that was really pretty neat. Another little feng shui tip supporting the dragon. Again, if you, like I said, a lot of people, I think, you do know your Chinese sign, right? The zodiac sign. but it's interesting to see how that relates to your powerful times of the day, which are 2 hours where you feel like you have this burst of energy. And it doesn't even have to be your Chinese zodiac sign. It could just be a sign that is harmonious with it. Like I said, it's dragon's not mine, but it's very harmonious for me with the type of work that I'm doing and being. It just helps me with my mission. And so that's which makes it really easy. So you can just research online. You can do a search for the 12 Chinese zodiac hours, and then of course the Chinese zodiac, the signs, and really, really easy to do that. Okay, just another fun thing. Yay! All right, so I'm not sure how long this meditation is going to take, and so I want everyone to be prepared for this meditation and drink some water, get ready. And this, if you call it a meditation, is actually a visualization exercise, okay? Is what we're getting ready to go into. It's a visualization exercise. And so these are pretty powerful. And this one is I feel like it keeps up in the ante each time we do this. It just gets even more powerful. So I just want to let you all know, too, that the program I'm using to stream live on the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page and the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel, it's called Get Vocal. GETVOKL.com. All right. And you can just search Goldylocks Productions on Get Vocal, and you can watch it live there as well. So there's isn't this interesting just how many streaming avenues there are? And so just wanted to mention that too. All right. Very good, Robin. Yes, it is good to know. Thank you, Teresa. Hola, Anthony, Walking Crow. How are you, dear brother? And I love dragons. I have 3 statues. Yes, Wendy, I do too. I have a lot of the statues, and that it's really powerful when you activate those eyes. You know, I even do that on salt lamps that are carved in animals. It's just something that I had learned with feng shui. What I mean is I actually have a dolphin salt lamp. I found one. And I can't get back to it. It was one of those, because the handcrafted salt lamps are really hard to find. But take a Sharpie and just darken the eyes, and it just, it's a very powerful feng shui, tip, so to speak, to activate that particular animal's energies and to make it beneficial and work for you. All right, so that's pretty good. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're sitting in Sacred Circle with us, my dear brother. All right. We need some of that balanced man-X energy. All right. So this meditation, I'm telling you, it's going to make you feel woo-woo afterwards. So we're going to take some time, do this meditation, and then we're going to do some sharing afterwards. I want y'all to share with me what you're experiencing after this meditation. Or actually, I don't even feel like meditation is the wrong word now. It's more like activation, okay? So the word meditation is ascending to activation, and that just came. Okay, so let me, I usually don't remember what is said. Meditation to activation. Let me write this down, because I don't watch my shows sometimes, and I have to, if I just can't remember what's being channeled, then I have to go back and watch it. But they repeated it for me to let me hear this. Okay, meditation is ascending to activation. So from now on, really, with the meditations that we are doing in this ascension process is just activating more and more symbols and more of our DNA. All right. So, all right. If those of you are ready, here we go. We're going to enter the twilight zone. Anyway. All right. So now we know, how to get comfortable and relaxed. Just going to take some deep breaths in and out. We know that the deep breathing is very, very important to do. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Breathing in that cosmic love, just breathing in the divine universal love. Releasing out love. So that it's a harmonious air exchange of love. Again, just a reminder that you're in a safe place, a sacred circle that is protected. You can close your eyes or you can keep them open. It's all depending on what's comfortable for you. You can do open eye activations. It's okay. It's just more on what you prefer. All right. So together we are all standing in this circle, standing, sitting, being in this sacred circle together. And on your next exhale, you see a path open up in front of you. You start walking this path, and we see this grounding space, this space that we go to for grounding. It almost looks like a crop circle of a sunflower, the sunflower face. And then it's interesting as we get closer to this sunflower, walking up closer to it. The face of the sunflower is actually a labyrinth. So we start walking this labyrinth, walking in spirals, following it around. And with each turn of the spiral, we are grounded. We are connected to the hollow earth. Know that we are grounded and protected in this sacred earth circle, overseen by Serapis Bay. So we are protected. We are grounded and anchored into the earth, into Mother Earth, to Lady Gaia. Now that we are grounded, I want you to envision a huge copper pyramid coming down over your head. This pyramid is huge, huge. The apex, the top of the pyramid is above your head, and the base is all the way at your feet. Feel this huge copper pyramid coming down over you now. Down like this. And you may see the copper have some golden white light shimmering in that. You may see pulsating lights of different colors, and that's okay. With each step of this activation, take note of what you see, hear, sense, and feel. Now, from our feet, there's an inverted pyramid that is coming up. Like this, with the base on top and the apex on the bottom. And it is meeting up with the other pyramid and lining up perfectly so that it actually forms Star of David or their Merkaba. And you are in the middle of this sacred symbol of the divine, masculine and feminine together, and unity and harmony. So we're inside this macabre, completely protected, feel golden and white light pulsating, vibrating up and down the macabre in the 8 figure. Remember the energy going in the figure 8. So the macabre is your personal energy spaceship, so to speak. It's your portal. It's your bubble. It's your orb. Note how the macabre starts to spin faster and faster in all directions. Now you are still. You are still. The macabre around you is spinning faster and faster, but the spin is balanced and harmonious spin. Feel your DNA shift and upgrade. Notice any changes within your body, any changes within your chakras, your energy field. Continue to take deep breaths during this whole process. And welcome to the new you, to the new human. You are releasing the karmic 3D world, that world of density, the third density. Now, envision a golden orb or a gold net around the whole earth, around Mother Earth, or Lady Gaia. Feel the energy spinning and moving worldwide around the earth. And then we're going to expand this energy and this high vibrational consciousness out into the cosmos and into the universe in all directions. Like the bright star that you are, we are one, we are one, we are one. Now, in this state of oneness, envision our new golden age. What's it like? Avoid words like no. So, no war, no control groups. It's an absence of. But let's concentrate on what do want. Only high vibrational balanced state of being, abundance for all. No one is lacking. There's enough for everyone. We're working together in peace and harmony. Envision that. What does that look like? What does that feel like? You now notice, or maybe made aware, there is 1 to 3 beautiful light beings in front of you. I'm not going to tell you what they look like. They are beings of light, and they take many shapes. So you can have 1 to 3. They're here to help, to teach. What message or messages are you receiving from these powerful star teachers? Remember deep breathing. And if you don't receive anything right now, it's okay. You may receive something in your sleep this evening and your astral travels. Just note that within the next 24 to 48 hours, your messages will be loud and clear. Feel your Merkaba slowing down. And landing in the middle of the sunflower labyrinth. Opening up. You walk out with your feet back on the earth. You may even want to note, did you journey to another star? Did you journey to another planet? To another galaxy? Just make note of that. And if not, that's okay. Just simply being one with that Merkaba, with your Merkaba, with that cosmic heart energy is the main focus. Now with your feet back on the ground, slowly wiggle your toes and your fingers, feeling yourself completely back into your beautiful new human body, new human being. Hello, new human. Oh, get some water. Oh my goodness. Woo. And please stay hydrated. Most definitely within the next 12 hours after an activation like this, any type of activation and major healing, you need to stay hydrated. All right. So just give everyone a few moments to come back into your body. And if you want to share, I would love for you to share your experiences that you had and know that you can go back to this at any time. You create your sacred space. Just feeling the energies. Hey, Carol Ann, how you doing, sweetheart? You just missed the meditation, the activation, the activation. But it's okay. For those of you coming in now, you can watch the replay of this show and know that you can join in at any time. And you can go back to it as well if you want to again. All right. I'm already activated. Yes, Carol Ann. Absolutely. It's like healing. It's an ongoing process. So many levels and layers. Yay. Okay, so Sarah's like, I've seen a lot of rainbows and rainbow circles. Ooh, very nice, Sarah. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. All right. So on Carol, what you may have missed is that we're streaming live not only on the Goldylocks Productions Facebook page, but now we're streaming live on the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel as well. So for those who have the TV portion of their shows, woohoo! more ways, more options to stream. So Malele on YouTube. Let's see. It was beautiful. Things happened right before you said. It was very, very clarifying. Great validation. Another very tingly. Yes, it was very, very tingly. And so, very, very powerful. Let's see. We got it all coming in. Okay, Wendy, I felt a release through my root chakra. No, that's good. That's great. Let's see. Teresa, I saw my ancestors. I told them I love them. They told me I'm on the right path, and the healing was great. Thank you, Tiffany. Yay. Well, thank us all. Remember, you had some star teachers that come to you too. So, which, Teresa, are our ancestors. Hello, right? Yay. All right, Amy, I just got here. I need to watch from the beginning. Yes, Amy, when you have, and welcome all of the latecomers to the Sacred Circle, to the Spiritual Insight Show. You can rewatch this and catch it for we called it at first a meditation, but it's actually an activation is what it is. Another activation. All the meditations now, from now on, are actually ascended into activation. So everything we do to take that moment for ourselves, and it's for those who've meditated for so long, they don't have to actually take that time. They made it a part, incorporated it, knitted into your everyday life, that all day is a walking meditation. This is what walking masters do. And so it's not just because of the ascension, we are being activated daily. It can't happen really fast, like the snap of a finger or on and off switch. Our human bodies can't handle that. Going from 2 strands of DNA to 12 activated strands of DNA, it has to be an ongoing process. All right. And so that's why it's very important to keep being the love and light that we are. Everyone here are light workers. And as long as we just keep being the love and light that we are, hey, we're fine. We're making it, and just don't compare ourselves to others on this process. We're all together. It doesn't matter if some of us stop off for donuts, all right? Or an amusement park. We're all going to be back together again. So it doesn't matter if you stray off we're always going to be this bright light. Doesn't matter what path or route we take, right? We're all going to end up in the same destination. All right. Robin, it was great. I was vibrating, lots of electricity. I talked in tongue to my light council. That's wonderful, Robin. Yes, absolutely. The light language, the speaking in tongues, light language. It's actually it's not new agey light language. It was called tongues. It's been with us from the beginning of time. It's embedded in us. It's part of who we are. So that's wonderful, Robin. I have sat with some, and this is why I say don't ever compare yourself. We're all different. I can understand light language and the feeling, the vibration, the intention with it. I've even sat in some classes and can write it. I have pages of light language that I have written down. I asked my angelic committee, who has the star teachers, or I call them the ascended light beings, or the intergalactic council of light, well, how come I can't speak it though? And they're like, because you want to always I've always been for the underdog. Let's look at our history. I've always been for the underdog. I always want to be able to speak so that everyone understands. And so I don't want to speak to just, well, it's not becoming a few. More and more people are opening back up to light language, and that's beautiful. But I still want to be there for those that don't. And so I always, I have to tell you, I've had many great conversations with Yeshua or Jesus. And, he gave a lot of great examples and stories and parables, and just to connect with everyone. You didn't have to be highly educated to be spiritual, right? No. As a matter of fact, those that are more in tune with Earth, like the tribes that don't even embrace technology, hey, those are very high ascended beings. They never broke away from their connection with nature. All right. And that's what we've got to get back to, is that whole connection, reconnection, maintaining that, make it stronger with Mother Nature, with Lady Gaia. Lots of energy's coming through, starting to burp now. I burp when I get a lot of energy coming through. Woo! I guess it's good. That it's that. I love the sharing and the interacting, and thank you so much for all of that, for sharing the experiences. And for those of you who watch this in archive, and if you want to share your experiences, you can message me. If we are friends on Facebook, you could message me on Facebook, or you can connect with me through my website, whitesagewoman.com. All right. And so it's very, very easy to get in touch with me. But let me know if you want to share your experiences, and I'll be happy to read it on air at the next show. And so it's and if you have any suggestions for topics that you would like to have, please just get those to me as well. And it's and any questions, that's fine. Questions as far as not personal psychic medium insight type of question, but more like what you would ask, what you need clarification on something that's happening with you. We're all spiritual teachers. So this right here, this sacred circle, we are a group of teachers, teaching others. Students turn to teachers, but teachers also are learning as well. All right, so I hope that came out right. Anyway, so it's interesting the way that, okay, so there's so many different, from what I've understood, ways that are a couple of different styles of channeling that I'm not into labels. You guys know this. I'm not into labels. I don't know what this is called, what that's called, whatever. But I do not step aside completely and give vocal control, not like, body and everything else, where some people who do that physically step aside and let someone come, not just someone, you know what I mean, a high vibrational being come in that you're channeling to speak through you. They will use your muscles, your vocal cords, and their voice may change. The expressions will change. I'm not comfortable with that. And that's okay. So I was like, no. But you know what? They stand so close when they get, and I allow them to get very, very close to me. But it's also to the information coming in from so many sources, from my whole angelic committee. They're all, and I'm just conduit to what they're saying, that kind of channel, that kind of thing. Sure. Absolutely. But when we really get into some heavy parts of it, I don't remember at that point what's said. So it's when they give it to me in little spurts, I'm okay. Then I have had moments where they're coming in repetitiously to where there's like a minute or two of, oh, okay, well, I guess I was all right. People aren't making comments like, what? You know? So again, unless someone points out something that was said, how it maybe helped them, or they wanted some clarification on that, and I have to go back and watch and go, okay, let me watch that and see what was said, what was channeled. So, all right, made perfect sense. Thanks, Sarah. Oh, hello, Jillian. How are you? Hello, beautiful. Right back at you. And blessings to all. Yes, thank you so much, Jillian, for coming in to the Sacred Circle. And again, we have about 9 minutes left. And those that are coming in at the end of the show, you can please tune in to the archives and watch the show in its entirety. And when you have time, you're not driving or so busy and too active, but when you would like to just sit down and focus on the activation, and you can come back to this and do it again, though. You can do this as many times as you feel necessary. And you can also let it tweak and change it. And if you have any meditations or activations that you would like to share with our Sacred Circle, let me know, and we'll do that. And I'll share it. And because it's like I said, we all have something to share with everyone, with each other, and it's just that connection. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Jillian, for sharing. Share the love. Oh, thank you. You share the love every day. Yay. All right. So we have a couple more minutes left, and just trying to see if there's any more messages that they want to talk about. I will be back on next Sunday, so I'm glad I did not set this. It was like I said, the energy was coming in too strong today. I knew they were like, no, I knew I was going to do a show, have a show and sit in Sacred Circle with each and every one of you, because again, we're here to be in service. I'm not here just to sit back and put my feet up. I wasn't in that danger zone to do that. All right. And I want you to, if you're supposed to sit down and relax, you'll relax. But you will know when we get that nudge to do something, then we do something. As far as, to rest or not rest or whatever we need to do. You just don't ignore that nudge. And and my energy's fine. I'm not tired. It was just like, okay, let's do this. And, we all are working together. So, and yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Sarah, my whole body is still vibrating. I'd like to connect with you. Jillian, absolutely. Message me, sweetie. Oh, no, I'm honored as well. Okay. Mine did too. Yes, yeah. I'm still vibrating right now. You feel like your body's vibrating and pulsating. I'm still doing that. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like, woo. And so know that you can get back in your little Merkaba spaceship and take off anywhere you want to. Okay, that's something else. Thank you. See, I knew that you can always tell when there's more information to be shared because they haven't backed completely away. And okay, we're done. When they release you and that we're done, they haven't done that. But so I know that there's more to come, and here it is. All right. So what they also want me to share is I know a lot of you are healers, whether it's Reiki, any type of energy healing. All right. We're not doing that. We're being it. We are holding that sacred space of healing. Now, I always said that healing is like the gateway of multi-dimensional healing is, or when you go to a healing session with energy healer, you're going to a gateway of multi-dimensional healing. All right. There's many beings involved in the healing process with energy healing. And so it's, I've heard some great stories about, now I'm not going to go into detail about a lot of my healing clients because that's private and confidential, but I can give you some of the highlights of it without mentioning their names, of who they are. And the same thing, sharing other healers' stories. I'm not going to tell you who the healer is, and definitely not who the client is. But and we do that. We'll talk. We'll compare notes. And then someone's like, you know what? I was giving a healing session, and the ceiling opened up, and there was this spaceship that was above this, this opening. And then these beings came down and assisted with the healing and described what the beings look like, these light beings. It's like, oh, that's interesting. I too have seen these light beings. They always come in. Now, so then I would ask, because more and more we're just like, yeah, we see the spacecraft. And it's like, well, you can see these blimps. And I was like, how come I don't see the spaceships, but I see them? And here is what I got is that if you can open the portals, I don't want to say gatekeeper or portal keeper, or if you are one of those that can open a portal, you won't see them. They will, in the spaceship, they travel in this energetic Merkaba, in this energetic orb, so to speak, from portal to portal. What do you call a wormhole, a portal, or whatever? There's so many different words for the same energy transportation system. And so I bring them in. Now, I also just hold that energy open. I'm a conduit to that energy and hold them open. I'm not doing anything. I'm right now limited to what I could do compared to these multidimensional beings, the rays of light that come in. I have seen one of the most mind-blowing things is the organ transplant on a client. I sat there and held the love and held that portal open and was like, wow. Like my mind's like, what the heck are we looking at? I couldn't do that. And I'm not knocking psychic surgery, but that is so, the technology's not even, why? Just call in these light beings and let them do it with their tech. They know what they're doing. 2 organs were replaced with this woman. And they were like, okay, now, and it's like, okay, so this is all beautiful. So now when we're done with this and she comes to or sits up and we have this conversation about the healing, am I supposed to tell her what happened? And they're like, no, just tell her she needs to take the next 2 weeks off on light duty. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to go over real well. How the minds think of this, right? Well, no, it's just so happens. And see, everything is beautiful. She said, I said, you're going to need to drink lots of water and need to take 2 weeks light duty. I'm sorry. And she just looked at me. She goes, I got the next 2 weeks off from work. I came to you. I was guided to come to you at the beginning of this. And she goes, I do feel different. And I was like, okay, very good. I was like, now, if you can be open to this, I'll tell you more. She contacted me the next couple of days, and she's like, I went to the doctors, and I'm getting some very different results. And she communicates with her angels, the guides, her angelic committee, and she thought she heard organ transplant and just wanted the validation. And I said, yes. So she got the validation, and she was like, that is astounding. She accepted it and understood it. All right. And so it was like, wonderful, wonderful. But we can absolutely, as we are ascending and we are getting more and more into that, like I said, we can do that type of healing work. But the thing is that as we're ascending, as we're purging, as we're detoxing, we're kind of not going to need that kind of healing if we are in harmonious alignment and in these upper vibrations, right? Aha. So I know we all have wonderful healing stories to share. All right. So, all right. Wendy has a great question. My cat was sitting on my lap. Did she experience meditation too? The fact that your cat sat in your lap the whole time, absolutely. The cat was in the Merkaba with you. They love to do that. They love taking off energetically. Oh, thank you, James. Great show. Yes, still vibrating. Me too. We're all going to sleep very well this evening. Please journal, document, just journal any of your experiences for the next 12 hours. Stay hydrated. No tap water, please. Make sure your water's pure. Bless your water. Bless your food. All right. And blessings to each and every one of you. And we'll be right back here next week, next Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much, everyone. Many blessings and lots of love to each and every one of you. Namaste.